Global warming, what is that, Barry?
Some people,
In some parts of the world, people don't believe in that.
they think it is an act of communism. Well, we'll get to that later. In lane number 2, Yellow House. In lane 3, Green. In lane 4, does Orange House have a team? Yes, they do. Orange House in 4. In 5, Blue House. And then 6 is Red. Yes, they know the athlete from Purple House now running off to his staggered line. So let's see how these are set up now, Ian, as they get ready for the start. The gun.
Lane assignments, Perry, lane 2, Yellow House in lane 3, Green. In lane 4, Orange House. In lane 5 is Blue. Lane 6, Red House. And rounding out the field in lane 7 is Purple House.
And this is what they have been eagerly anticipating and waiting for the whole day, dare I say.
The rains have gotten a little heavier here. Hopefully it shouldn't prevent us from getting the action.
Oh, we'll see Yellow House athletes slipping at the start. And they're off and running in a good clip.
On the inside, that's Yellow House.
Yes, but Blue House on the outside there in lane number 5 looking very good. As they go up the back stretch, Blue and Red are tracking nicely. Blue and Red, they're tracking nicely going up the back stretch as they hit the 200-meter mark. Blue and Red.
Green is out front though.
No, that's Blue actually.
Is it?
That's Blue.
Or is that Purple?
That's Blue up front, followed by Red. Don't be deceived by the color of the shirt, Ian.
Well, you know how it goes. These young men oftentimes
in lane number 5.
The colors, but let's look at the inside lane now.
Yellow coming back strong.
Yellow coming back, yep. And in lane 5, you said that's Blue House, yes?
Yes, it is Blue House.
They're going to hand off first. Blue House is going to hand off first, and there they go. For the second leg of the Open Boys 4x400 meters.
Jelani Tony there from in Yellow House. He's going to reel him in, and he's already gone off meaning business as he goes up the back stretch now. Jelani Tony now goes to the front, so Yellow now leading Blue as they cut into lane number 1.
Will he be able to maintain that momentum though as he approaches the 200-meter mark, Perry?
Oh yes, I believe, but Yellow House has Johnny Ince and Samuel Hawkins, so we can probably safely maybe call this for Yellow House with the caliber that they have, but Blue House trying to run back at them.
Third leg now on the track.
So it's Yellow, it's Blue. It's Yellow and Blue.
There's going to be a ding-dong battle here, Perry, on this third leg.
There goes Hawkins, there goes Bentham there. Blue and Yellow, Yellow leading Blue.
We obviously have to go with Hawkins in terms of, you know, what he's shown and demonstrated over the course of the day's events. He is a class act. Bentham is a good athlete, but I'm not sure that he's quite in the caliber of an Hawkins.
This is going to be a case of stride length versus stride frequency. You see Samuel Hawkins making some long strides, and Bentham legs just turning over very quickly. But Samuel Hawkins has a kick as well, and I bet he's going to employ it right about now. As you see, his legs started to turn over a little bit more. Still maintaining that stride length as he comes off the bend, and now he's going to really hit for home. And he's punching. This is the last leg. Yellow over Blue.
Not sure he's going to catch Samuel Hawkins though.
Oh, he's not going to catch Samuel Hawkins. And now you have a Johnny Ince now.
So it's Yellow House, it's Blue, and there goes Lavoie. Red House. Some very long strides he's getting in here as he makes his way toward the 300-meter mark. We're looking now to the front of the race and approaching 200 meters.
Yes, so Green and Orange now handing over.
Johnny Ince looking extremely
Johnny Ince
comfortable.
Is gone. They can't catch him today. They're not going to catch him today.
This one we can call it done and dusted, Perry. Ince now at 100 meters in total control.
Yellow House is going to win this one emphatically.
And they will also win the championship, and what a way to end today's proceedings. Yellow House.
Oh yes.
They're going to win the Open Boys 4x400 meters relay, and that will also be a victory to them as far as the combined team efforts are concerned.
Lavoie is tying up LaVar is tying up. He barely held on.
In second place was Blue House Perry, and in third was Red. Willing his way
to the finish line. You still have two teams out there, and I believe they're coming down the home stretch right about now, and they're going to bring the curtains down on this 2018 Inter-House Championships for Queen's College. Orange. Yes.
Green. The final two houses. And their resident cheerleader and mascot in the background. Very low. Very loud in the background. Correcting me and informing me she's the president and not the mascot.
Oh.
But whatever she is, she represents Greenhouse. Represents them well.
Win, lose, or draw, Ian. Win, lose, or draw.
I'm seeing LaFond now making her way to the tent. So we're going to have a word with her, Dominique LaFond, and
yes,
we're going to see if we can get in the word with Johnny Ince.
Yes, I'm going to let you go and set up your interviews as remind persons to tune in on the 6th of March for the first of the zone meets in the BSAC Championships. You see Yellow House converging on the track there, close to the finish line. I guess they know they have won. And we're getting ready to join Ian for an interview with Dominique LaFond. So we're handing over now to Ian right about now.
Okay, so we're here trackside now, and I'm with Dominique LaFond. Congratulations to you on a fantastic day. I believe you performed pretty well today on track.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Now, what kind of preparation went into getting you into the kind of form that you're in for 2018?
Well, I've been training since out of season with Velocity Management, and our head coach is Mr. Holder over there, with Mr. Grosvenor too. And we've just been doing training, like it started off 3 days a week and then it progressed to 5, and we train like all the time hard. And
what are the goals in mind? Let's talk short-term and long-term goals.
Short-term goals, well, my main event is 100-meter hurdles, so I would like to be able to dominate on that field. And long-term goals, that'll be my short-term. Then long-term goals, if I can make it to like Pan Am Games and Junior Championships and all of that.
Okay, so is this your final year at Queen's College?
No, it's my second last.
Your second last. So we have another year left. I am anticipating that we will continue to train and work, and probably next year we may look at then transitioning into the Carifta ranks.
Well, I mean, I could look at that from this year too. No, don't limit yourself.
But certainly not. But you didn't mention that in your short-term goals, so I was going with that.
No, no. I mean, yeah, I would like to qualify for Carifta, but we'll see what happens.
Well, in terms of your leadership, in terms of your house, I saw you today marshalling some of the troops. So tell us a little bit about that and the role that you play at Queen's College in terms of the responsibilities that you bear for your house.
Okay, well, I'm house captain for Greenhouse. So I like to encourage students to go into track and field because it's a really good sport and it will make you a well-rounded student. So I like to encourage students, young athletes, to just participate and do their best.
Any hopes of probably acquiring a scholarship and maybe going overseas to do some studies, anything of the sort?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Well, I wish you all the best in your pursuits. I think you're well on your way to being a phenomenon in athletics, and certainly we wish you all the best in not only your athletics but also your academics. Congratulations on a great day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Dominique LaFond, and one of the outstanding athletes here today at the Queen's College Inter-House Championships. I'm going to hand you back over to Perry, and we're going to see if we can have a word with Johnny Ince in a very short while.
All right, thank you, Ian. And I see you thoroughly enjoyed that interview. Dominique LaFond, very pleasant young lady and well spoken. And we are just about ready to wrap it up. Just one before we go, we want to thank all of you, our viewers on both YouTube and Facebook, for tuning in on all the track meets this season. And we encourage you to keep tuning in. We give a special mention to our regional and international viewers. The young person over there in Nigeria, thank you for tuning in. We also want to thank Class G5 of Gospel Lake Elementary there in Antigua. We want to thank all of those students in the Bahamas who've been watching us off and on, and in Jamaica. I know I've been getting some comments from my friends over there as well. And we want to thank our sponsors, Ensure, Ozone, and Scotia Bank, for coming on board with Sports.BB. Before we say our final goodbyes, Ian has finally tracked down the very elusive and light-footed Ajani Ince, quick-footed Ajani Ince, and he's going to be standing by with one more interview. We want to get his comments as well, because he had a very, very fantastic day. And we're just awaiting the young man. We know he just ran in the 4x4, so we're just awaiting Ian to get him ready. So, but while we continue, we want to give kudos to the organizers of this inter-house championship. Very well put together. Very well put together. The timing was good. They finished on time. They started on time. Everything flowed. And all that's left for us to do now is to get Ian to do his interview. You see Yellow House there, a pandemonium of yellow and blue. We have a big chant off again. Yellow and blue, and we're just getting ready now, Ian, to do his interview. Looks like he's just about ready. So looks like he has two young gentlemen there with him. I see Samuel Hawkins and Ajani Ince. So right about now, we're going to hand you over to Ian for this final interview. So, Ian.
Well, we are here with two of the young stars of today's track meet, Ajani Ince and Samuel Hawkins. Samuel Hawkins, I understand they're the games and house captains, respectively. And of course, their house is the champion house. Gentlemen, can you tell me what really went into today's championship?
A lot of organizing, a lot of stress with especially the first formers, you know how they are. And it was just a fun and enjoyable sports.
Yeah, we just wanted everybody to come out and participate, whether they're in front or back. The 1 point will still count. And also the fun of it. So we just wanted a full house participation, that was all.
Now, as we turn our attention to your individual performances, how was it for you today individually? How are you feeling about your events today?
Well, I won my 200 and my 400, and I placed third in the 100. And I felt pretty comfortable about it, but it had me a little bit tired, so I had to try and stretch and get ready for the next one and just give up my best for the house.
What about you?
For the 100, which I came first, I've been working on it, not for too long, but I feel the progress has been coming well, and it should be running better in the future.
So we look ahead from here today. We look forward to the zone and of course BSAC. What events will we be seeing Samuel Hawkins and Mr. Ince? In what events will we be seeing you?
Most likely the 400 and the 800. Those are my special events that I hold dear to my heart, and I like to run in those ones.
And you, Johnny?
For me, probably most likely the long jump and maybe the 100.
Any goals? Let's talk short term, let's talk long term. Let's hear from you young men where you see yourselves in the short and long term.
In terms of the school, I just hope to see that we give our best and place as high as possible at BSAT level. And for the short term right now, I'm trying my best to qualify for the Carifta Games this year and just do my best.
And you, Johnny?
For me, I'd just like to give a good showing at BSAC, make the finals in the long jump and probably the 100. Long term, still deciding on that, so we'll see.
Well, congratulations to you both on your victory and your victories, let's say collectively as a house, and certainly your individual victories as well. And I'm wishing you all the best going forward to BSAC, and may you accomplish the goals that you've set for yourselves. Progressive young men, Samuel Alkins, Ajani Ince, some of the outstanding athletes on show today at the Queen's College Interhouse Championships. Back over to you, Perry, as we close out today's proceedings.
Thank you, Ian. Samuel Alkins, I had the pleasure of working with him as a coach on the CUT team 2 years ago when he was in his final year as under 15, and he was a very, very well-spoken young man then. I'm glad to see that he is still humble, he's still focused, and he has his goals set. He had that Carifta goal set from the time I met him 2 years ago. So it's very good to see he's still he's so focused and on stream trying to get there. We really want to encourage all of the athletes to keep giving them the best, and you youngsters, you parents of the youngsters at NAPSAC, etc. We want to encourage you to keep pushing your kids, keep encouraging them to be of their best and put in the work. We are seeing the results of the hard work from people like Samuel Alkins and Ajani Ince and Dominique Lafon and the likes of them. So we want you to understand that a champion isn't made in a day. Jamal Burke has had his ups and downs, and he's now come back into his own true hard work. So we want to encourage you. Keep encouraging your youngsters. The future of track and field lies in the hands of those persons over there in NAPSAC division as they come through the ranks. And Ian, for me, and you know me, I like to see how these young children transition, and I am very, very heartened with the outstanding performance of Nia Brown in the under 15 division as the first under 15 division. She really showed her dominance as a newcomer into the arena, and I must give kudos to her coaches. I believe she would have started with the Jumpstart program. That's Jasper Blaze, and he would be the first person to really find that diamond in the rough and start to polish it up. So kudos to Mr. Blaze for all the good work he has done.
Certainly something to look forward to, Perry. Young Nia Brown putting on a display here today, and it's fantastic to see her coming straight from the primary schools and performing in the manner in which she did, having been pushed up into the under 15 division. So she has set a bar for herself that she can then seek to work to surpass next year, because she will have 2 years in the under 15 division. But we've come to the end of today's proceedings here at the National Stadium. Good show by Queen's College, very well organized meet indeed. Started on time, ended on time, and now it's just for the celebrations to be had. Yellow House is going to be enjoying them. They're going to be enjoying themselves. They were chanting all over the place earlier, but we now have to look forward from here to the 6th of March when we start the zonal meets, Perry, and we have to look forward to the Esther Maynard zone first of all, and secondly the Frank Maynard zone. Of course, those days we have the 6th and the 7th, the 8th and the 9th of March. Those will be the days for the zonal meets, and then we look forward, I think the following week will then represent the either the 15th and the 16th of March. I think those will be the final 2 days of BSAC, but there will be lots of keen competition to look forward to. We've gotten a good look across a number of the schools, and that's where you'll find sports.bb for the next 2 weeks. A week or so, let's say a week and a half. Yeah, about a week and a half, we'll be on break, and then we come back at you on March 6th to bring you action from the zonal meets. Of course, before we sign out today, we have to say thanks to our sponsors who have been so gracious and are so kind to us. Scotiabank, Insure, and of course Ozone, Caribbean Sales, Pharmacy Sales Caribbean. I don't know why I keep putting Caribbean first, but it's Pharmacy Sales Caribbean Inc. They have been also a significant part of what we've been doing here, and we want to say thanks to our sponsors, and certainly thanks to our viewers as well for allowing us into your homes, your workplaces, into your space, for sharing with us. And you can look forward to lots more action from sports.bb. With me is my very good friend, Mr. Perry Barnett. And I, of course, am Ian Webster, and we'll be signing out today. Perry, any last words from you?
I think I said all I needed to say just prior to you coming back from your interview. And I just have to echo your sentiments. Thank all the viewers, and we wish them all the best, and all the athletes. We're looking forward to keenly contested BSAC.
And so from us at sports.bb, the best in sports coverage, we're going to sign off and leave you here at the National Stadium. We bid you adieu and look forward to seeing you on the 6th of March. Mark it down in your calendar and make sure it's sports.bb for the best in sports coverage.
Yes is a beautiful word. It empowers us. It brings satisfaction. And since you earn up to 3% cash back on everyday purchases with the Scotiabank Gold MasterCard, that's a lot of satisfaction, a lot more often. Plus, you get a welcome bonus from the get-go. Scotiabank Gold MasterCard is the card that keeps on giving, so it's easier for you to create many more precious yes moments. Apply for yours today. Call or visit a Scotiabank branch to find out more. Conditions apply.
With Ozone, get Wi-Fi with your MiFi. Get the Ozone data experience with your very own portable Wi-Fi hotspot wherever you go. No matter the device, share the connection, stay in the moment, and never skip a beat. Buy an Ozone MiFi and activate a MiFi or data plan of your choice. Get Wi-Fi with your MiFi with Ozone Wireless beyond a network.